And we're on, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ranger of Oz Talks with my buddy, as always, Ranger of Night. Sorry about the
Welcome
false.
everyone.
Sorry about the false start earlier. Unexpected, unplanned. Everything. But we're back, and it's time to start chatting. Starting
Yes.
off with Hyrule Warriors. I'll put a trailer down in the description somewhere. Basically, it's not the main game that's coming out for the Wii U. I'm
Just
just going to
enough.
say that right away. It's not the main game. It's a side game.
Enough.
It is going to be done in conjunction with the guys that do Dynasty Warriors. So this isn't just a knockoff. This is a full-on collaboration between Nintendo's Legend of Zelda arm and Dynasty Warriors crew. The trailer they showed is Link. There are absolutely ginormous mobs of enemies, and you
Like any
do get
Destiny
to
Warrior game.
yes, and you do get to see him use bombs, some form of the classic Legend of Zelda spin attack, magic flame staff spinning. It looks interesting. It looks good. Now, the main thing to remember is that it is not a Legend of Zelda game. Not a main one, anyway. It
So
is.
let's talk about our experience with the game.
Alright, well, I'm more of a Legend of Zelda player than a Dynasty Warriors player. Ranger of Night is basically the complete opposite. So this is a rather interesting idea for both of us. I have played the Dynasty Warrior Gundam games. Is basically all I've played.
I played the PlayStation games and the One Piece game on PC3.
So, he's played more more Dynasty Warriors than I have. I, on the other hand, in the regards of Legend of Zelda, have played Link to the Past, the Oracle of Seasons, Oracle of Time games, Ocarina of Time, Minish Cap, Four Swords, Link's Awakening. I've played a fair few Legend of Zelda games in my time, just a few. And I like to think of myself as a fan of the series.
My friend.
Yeah.
From what
Yes.
I understand from Zelda, you played the most important one, Ocarina of Time. That is the most important game in the series, if I understand that, right?
Well, it's the favorite. It's the one everyone links down as links. It's the one everyone says is the best Legend of Zelda game, which I can agree with. It's probably it's definitely one of the better ones. It's the second one I ever played. The first one being Link's Awakening on the Game Boy.
About the game, I have one question.
Okay.
I know one of the biggest thing about the Destiny Warriors games is many playable character.
Yep.
And I don't see different version of Link will cut it.
Well, okay, there's Link obviously, but you've also got Sheik from Ocarina of Time. You've got the two oracles from Ganon. Yes, you've got the two oracles from Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Time. You've got the sages from Ocarina of Time. You could have Skull Kid.
Zelda.
You've got Zelda, Sheik. Did I mention Sheik? I don't know. There are a few. There are a few characters you could have. You could also have a random just for the game Goron.
A Hyrule Warrior. Journey Hyrule Warrior.
Yeah.
Soldier.
See. Yeah.
Knight.
Hylian Warriors and that sort of thing. But yeah, there are opportunities, if not to include characters from the games, then to include new characters based on the various races that are introduced throughout the Legend of Zelda series. I'm
Yes,
not too
yes.
worried about the number of characters. You could probably get a good... If you reached through the Legend of Zelda games, you could probably get a good 15 characters on both sides.
I want to admit something.
Okay.
I'm a little confused.
This is not hard.
The reason I'm confused, why are we talking about this?
Well,
I,
okay,
I know
one...
you, I know you don't have a Wii U and you don't have a plan to buy one.
Alright, well, the first thing is there are people out there who do have a Wii U or plan to buy one. Second thing is I have an interest in the Legend of Zelda games and a slightly minor interest in the Dynasty Warrior games, if only for the hope and plea that someone has managed to come up with a way to add English subtitles to the Kamen Rider Battle Ride games, which use the Dynasty Warrior engine as a basis. We will get to that one of these days. Maybe not with this guy, but we will get to that one of these days. It's more of a general discussion. I'm not going to say that I have no interest in the Wii U. I wouldn't mind one. They do have, like, with this Hyrule Warriors, the various Mario games, Donkey Kong Country, a few other things. Go on.
I'm not buying one. So, I went to the store last day. The Wii U was for in my country currency $2,400. The country, my country. The PlayStation 4 was for 1,800.
Yeah.
They're kidding themselves if they're buying something that price.
Yeah. Well, the price will drop. I think it's like 200-300 in Australia at the moment, and I haven't even looked at it in America, but the price will drop. And when that happens, or if they come up with a game that is reason for me to beg, plead my darling, beautiful wife to let me get one, then we might end up getting one. And Hyrule Warriors looks like a fun time waster of a game, probably, yes, but still a fun game to give a go.
It's a fun game. I enjoyed the One Piece I just played a month ago.
Yeah. And with Hyrule Warriors, we are going to get to use at least some of the various weapons that Link has picked up throughout the various Legend of Zelda games. So will there be a hook shot? Most possibly. Will there be a wind jar? Most possibly. Will there be a bow and arrow? More than likely. Will it be a lot of fun to use them? It looks like it. I, for one, am looking forward to seeing what comes out of this. Thoughts, theories, complaints, anything? No? Alright, well, we'll move on to part 2 of our little chat then.
Yes.
The Expendables 3 teaser trailer has been released.
Yes.
What
I'm a movie junkie.
What a list of names we have to look forward to. We have the regulars, Sylvester Stallone, Jason Statham, Jet Li, Dolph Lundgren, Terry Crews. They're all going to be there. Randy Couture, they're all going to be there.
Jet Li for a minute.
Okay.
I love his American movies. I know many people hate them, but I love his American movies. I love the one, especially the one.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool one. Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger is going to be back. And of course, as with anything else, there are some new characters. And oh boy, What a list we have to look forward to. Antonio Banderas, Wesley Snipes, Mel Gibson, Harrison Ford,
Let's talk about
Kelsey...
Mel Gibson.
Okay.
Personally, Mel Gibson is damn good. I don't care who he hates. He can hate me personally. He can hate my family. He can hate all my country. I don't care. He's damn good.
Yeah, a part of me feels like I need to stick up for him because he is actually, well, at the very least, grew up in Australia. But the other part, it's the standard celebrity meltdown. We've seen it with Charlie Sheen. We've seen it with more recently with Miley Cyrus. We've seen it with what's her face from the Herbie Fully Loaded, whose name escapes me right now.
Lindsay Lohan.
Her. It's the standard meltdown, and by this point, these don't surprise me anymore. Anyway.
I just say, why do you care what someone else hates?
He's a celebrity. His opinion matters, apparently. Anyway, back to the crew list. Kelsey Grammer will be in here apparently as well. It's quite the list. A lot of people are really excited about it.
It's damn funny, man.
Jackie Chan was supposed to be in it, but there was apparently some kind of I don't know. There was a timing thing. He had something else happening at the same time as they were filming, so he couldn't show up. Sly Stallone apparently wants him in these movies so badly. He really does want him in. So
he's cool, man.
There's a lot of new people coming in.
There's only one thing I want more than Jackie Chan being in this movie.
And what would that be?
Rush Hour 4.
We do have a plot. I'm not going to go into it too much. Mel Gibson is apparently, if I remember correctly, just looking through my notes here, the bad guy, yes.
Yeah, not these days.
Yes. Stallone calls in a whole lot of old friends, a whole heap of new team members are coming in. It's just going to be all around an absolute, like the rest of these movies have been, in my honest opinion, a ball.
See,
a lot of
I want to talk about something.
Okay.
It's annoying to me when the reviewer try to be can't just admit the movie enjoyable. He need to give reasons. Yes, I like it, but I know it's stupid. Just say you enjoy the movie and shut up. You don't need to talk about how the script is weak. No one watched the movie for the script, man. It's an enjoyable movie. Just say it.
I have to agree, this is one of those movies where you don't watch it for the script, you watch it for the kabooms. Yes. The stonking great big fireballs and the cool guys that don't look at explosions.
Yes. I missed the one thing I missed from the first movie.
Oh, and what would that be?
Steve Austin. I killed his character, man.
Yeah, well, they decided to kill him off in the first movie, so can't say I'm happy with that. But then again, I'm a Steve Austin fan, so whoops. Anyway, with that, I think we've said about all we can on the Expendables at the moment.
The only one thing I want to say.
Okay.
Just funny, man. The idea of Dr. Fraser being a badass is just funny, man. And so
didn't do a real bad beast in the X-Men.
Still, you when you think Chris, you think of him, you think Dr. Fraser.
Yeah, it's true. It's true, but he does.
Bob. from The Simpsons.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it goes. It should be interesting. Anyway, that apparently has a release date of the 15th of August 2014 in the US. No idea when it's going to come out here, but I fully plan on going to see it. Now,
And I will steal it.
one last thing.
We don't have cinema here.
No. Oh well. Anyway, one last thing that needs to be talked about, something that Ranger of Night brought up before we went on air. They have apparently decided on the man to play the titular character in the upcoming Ant-Man movie, which will follow Avengers 2, which is apparently being called Age of Ultron. Now, I've looked at his filmography, and a lot of his stuff seems to be comedy. I'm not sure how I feel about this. We have a situation where, for the most part, the Avengers movies have been somewhat tongue-in-cheek for sections, or in the case of the Iron Man movies, 80% of the movie. Thank you very much to the sarcastic, dry wit of one Robert Downey Jr.
Yes.
But we also, and now we have this. I mean, this guy's been on in everything from 40-Year-Old Virgin to Saturday Night Live.
Anchorman.
And you know, yeah, Anchorman, Knocked Up, I Love You Man. It's he doesn't really. I don't know if he can actually do what is essentially a superhero movie. I'm not saying that it's a bad choice. Depends on A, which character they're going with, and B, how they shoot it.
I don't think he will be a good Hank Pym.
You do or you don't?
I don't think.
You don't think? Well, we don't know for sure which Ant-Man they're using. We don't know for sure which Ant-Man he's playing. All we can do is sit back, wait and see, hope for the best, and leave whatever may come in the very, so far, skilled and capable hands of Marvel Studios and the people they have hired to do these Avengers movies.
Yes. You know how I feel.
Yeah, and you know how I feel. Anything Joss Whedon touches turns to gold. We can talk about that another time too.
Yes.
But anyway, I think that is about
I want to say something.
all we have to mention. What's up?
Join us the next month in the Church of Joss Whedon.
Yes. I have my reasons. Maybe I'll explain that one in a future video. But you know, I have my reasons for liking Joss Whedon's stuff. He's good at what he does, and what he does is write brilliant stories with and create memorable characters.
You know, I enjoy Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah.
And Angel.
Yes. And
I like Firefly is enough.
Yeah, I don't think there's been a show that that I know of that Joss Whedon's done that I didn't like. Okay. But anyway. With that firmly out of the way, we will talk Joss Whedon shows another time. Maybe coming up to Avengers 2 or something, or maybe someone will give him another shot at a primetime television show and not cancel it after 2 seasons or whatever. I don't know.
I hope
I
someone
swear.
cancel the Shield, man.
We'll talk about that another time too. I've got to get caught up with that. We'll talk about that another time.
One last thing before we go.
Yep. All right.
Viewers, is that what?
Shoot.
If you want us to talk about anything, say it in the comment.
Excellent point. Well thought. If there is anything you want us to discuss, stick it in the comments. Like and subscribe. I will get It's Playtime up sometime soon. I have
And
something
suggest a
there.
name for the show.
Yes, a name other than Ranger of Oz Talks. Although I kind of like that personally, because you're interchangeable. I can have Ranger of ... and just have someone replace you. That's easy. I am the host of this show. My name should be there
Yes.
somewhere.
You're the doctor and I'm the companion.
Exactly. Except I can't regenerate. I don't think.
And I'm
Something
not
I
a
should
hot
try.
blonde.
That's
Or a hot
unfortunate but true. Anyway, with that rather weird segue out of the way, we're out of here. We will see you next time. For now, this is Ranger of Oz and
Ranger of Night.
signing off. We will see you next time on Ranger of Oz Talks.